what's really good, guys? It's your boy Hyder Ali, FFL Commissioner, and I got the only, the one and only Mr. Swagoo, DJ Swearinger, in the building, man. What's going on, broski?
What's going on, bro? How you doing, bro?
Hey, man, I'm chilling, man. How you doing, bro? How you doing?
Blessed is over, man. Can't complain at all, man. Living the life, bro.
Hey, I mean, I'm telling you, bro, coming out from South Carolina, bro. I mean, hey, that's a college right there that people don't, kind of forget about, right? And you coming out from that school and getting drafted in the second round, bro. I mean, that's not a joke now. So, man, for the people in South Carolina, some people don't understand. Coming from that's coming from the mud, bro. You feel me? So
Right.
tell the folks, man, how it is coming from South Carolina and then being in the league and then getting drafted in the second round, man. What's up with all that?
Man, it was definitely a blessing, man. It was most definitely a struggle. You can definitely say, we got it out the mud. A lot of guys that come from South Carolina definitely get it out the mud from how they grow up in the
Right,
country or in the hood. Um, Lesser fortunate than most people, and with less exposure than other states, man. So
right,
that's another thing that gets overlooked from South Carolina, that we've been getting lot more recognition nowadays, especially with the state being more players like us from my class in South Carolina, Clemson on the other
right,
side. We got basketball players now. Zion. We got Asia Wilson. As of lately, man, as of the last 5 to 10 years, man, we've been getting a lot
right,
more recognition than we did when we was coming up, man. But
right.
it's definitely, get it out the mud state for sure. But it feels great to be in my shoes, man, to get drafted you know, from South Carolina and go second round, and just have the lengthy career and career that I'm having and continue to have, man. And it's nothing but a blessing, man. I seen it all coming. I had to manifest all of it growing up, but to actually be in these shoes, man, it's definitely a surreal and still a blessing every day.
I agree, bro. I mean, dude. I mean, talking about the career that you still in, we'll touch bases on that later on, but
Mhm.
you getting drafted with the Texans, man. You coming over there, man. How was the environment over there? I mean, obviously right now they got Ryan's, getting the head coaching job, and they might, flip some stuff around. Um, was it a tough position for you at that time? During those years, getting drafted with them, and just this, the issues they were in offensively.
Well, nah, for me it wasn't tough at all. Me coming in as a rookie, I had all of the right guys around me.
Right,
Starting with J. Joe, Jonathan Joseph, man, played 15 years. My guy Ed Reed, I looked up to growing up, played. Ed Reed. The name speak for itself. I had Danielle Manning. He played 8, 9 years in the league, and I had Kareem Jackson. That's on his
okay,
13th year in
right,
Denver. So the secondary that I played in, man, was straight vets that molded me into the player and the person that I am today, man. So it wasn't so tough as far as football wise and learning and being a sponge at an early age, man. I felt like
right,
I matured early with those guys. But as far as my first season, that was a tough
right,
season, going 2-14. In the year before, those guys went 12-4 and went to the playoffs. So it was definitely a challenging season to win 2 games to start and then lose 14 straight and
right.
still be the number one defense for 10 weeks straight.
Hmm.
That was definitely some crazy offensive struggles, man. But it was definitely a learning experience. I learned a lot early, and then my second year balled out pretty much, and end up getting cut. After that season because we had a new coaching staff that we kind of bumped heads a little bit, and
Right,
they kind of slandered my name throughout the league, man, with how things went with
right,
me just being a young player and both parties not adjusting to each other. But my rookie year,
Definitely.
bro, it was love, dog. It was all love, man. I love Coach Kubiak. I love Coach Wade. You know, that whole
Right.
coaching staff from my rookie year, dog. It was all love, dog. So
For
um
sure.
the second year was just, kind of rough. Just as a young player adjusting from going from rookie year to second year, it was just,
Right.
they came in with a mentality like college. They wanted to yell at you. They wanted to, kind of control you more so than just let you be yourself. And that's something that, that rubbed me a little wrong. So that's how we bumped head. But Houston was love. I always love Houston. Houston's still like a second, third home to me, man. So
I
I
feel
always
you.
get love when I go back. So, but it's definitely a blessing.
Definitely. I mean, obviously that's the team that got you in the big, the big boy league, and I'm sure you can still carry that. And
Definitely.
after that, you went to the Buccaneers, and how was your time with them?
Buccaneers, man, was kind of like a cry wolf. I always
Oh
tell
yeah.
people it was like kind of like cry wolf, dog, because it's like when you get over there, it's like, damn, like, my first meeting with Coach Lovey, it was like, damn, like, these people saying all this about me, you know what I'm saying? Like, he telling
Hmm.
me
Right.
everything that they saying, and I'm like, that's crazy, like, and it's wowing to you because it's like, nah, you're a young player, you know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like people go through things, but you wouldn't think that a team would badmouth you like that, and just to hear it from him and him keeping
Right.
it real with me, it was like, nah, that's crazy. So that whole time I came in towards like, it's like I gotta prove them Houston wrong in the sense
Right.
of the character issue things, you know what I'm saying? So it was
Right.
like, man, I had, cleaned up everything that year. I was balling in camp. I had not probably, but I know for sure I had the best camp of my life in Temple,
Right.
man. I had like 11 interceptions. Anybody on that team would tell you I had 11 interceptions in camp alone. I was catching the ball. I was picking the ball up
No,
every
I was
day.
peeping that. I was
And
peeping that.
yeah, and the thing was like when it came out to the starters, it was kind of like the politics thing. They already had their starters. We was kind of rotating starters. I never been on a squad where they did that. We uh
Right.
we was the first 4 games, man. We rotated like we was in practice. Like two safeties get 3 plays, then the next two safeties come in, they get 3 plays. I'm like, man, it was crazy. So around about the fourth, fifth game, they end up
Right.
deciding, and then I end up getting a turf toe. So I ended up getting injured, so I got the medical release, man. They ended
Right.
up releasing me, but I got the medical release because I ended up doing my paperwork because I was injured, and
Right.
then and that was all she wrote for Temple, man. But it was kind of learning experience and kind of cry wolf because it's like, I got to prove myself off the field to these guys, you know what I'm saying? On the field, I was a baller. I always ball, and it was like,
Right.
I gotta prove myself off the field, and I think I did well at that, man. So
For
that's
sure.
how that went.
Yeah, and obviously, we're gonna talk about the most important in the last. I'm gonna talk about that in the last. That's right here. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And we gotta say a lot about that, but we talk about that soon.
For sure.
Before we begin with, like, obviously you with the Raiders, you went there as well. You gotta say you had a good time there as well, man. I mean, how was Oakland, man?
Oakland was cool, man, but it was like I said, man. When I a lot of times when I used to go to these new places,
Right.
um, like from Houston already had put a like they put a bad taste in everybody's mouth about me. So
Right.
when I get there, it's like, man, the first time I meet with the D coordinator, it's like, man, I don't want you coming in here messing up nothing. You feel me? We already got
What?
stuff going on.
Man, I'll
I
be
don't
out
want
the
you
door,
coming in
man. They
here
got
messing nothing. So
That's
that's
crazy.
kind of like
That's
how I
crazy.
always had to when I came into new spots. That's how it was, especially in Oakland. So I came in with it like like, come on, man. You feel me? Like you want me to play ball or like it's now I got, it's kind of like I got a shield up, but I really don't have a shield up. I just gotta prove you wrong in the sense
That's
of
crazy.
character. It was never like nowhere I went, I had to prove them wrong or right on the field. It's always
Right.
I had to prove them wrong or right as the man and as a
Right.
character. And
Right.
like I always do, I won them over. I started the first week I got there. The D coordinator lightened up a little bit, but
Right.
he did, give me a hard time when I first got there. But I ended up answering that calling. Started started 4 games with them, man, and I end up getting released at the end of the season because they said they wanted young guys to play,
Right.
and I ain't really like that, but it is what it is. That's the business side, and I already understood that, but it gave me an opportunity to go somewhere else, and I ended up
Right.
going to the Saints, and ended up playing 2 years with the Saints, man. So it was good that I answered the character things, but when you bounce from team to team, everybody always asking why this guy don't stick, and
Right.
like I tell people, like everywhere I go, they put the character thing on me before I can even open my mouth. You know what I'm saying? But they go judge you. They go judge the book by what everybody else saying instead of opening up the book and reading it for themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
kind
Right.
of like how this league is. They talk,
Right.
and like I said, man, I got bad mouth early from my second year in Houston, like with O'Brien's staff. So it is what it is, man. I lasted a long time in the league, regardless. But it definitely put up red flags for other GMs and coaches that would probably want me on their team.
Exactly. And DJ, man, look, man, I brought you on this show for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
You from the mud. Second of all, you take care of your chicken.
Oh yeah,
Now, what to me doesn't really like make sense is how these boys, just like you said, just judging you for no reason, man. Coming out from the mud, man. You do what you do, getting drafted, and yet, some of these coaches, they still in their old mindset. You know what I'm saying?
oh right,
And
right, right,
and and they don't understand that there's a lot of cats out here. I ain't gonna name call, but you know them too. I know them, and I'm saying in depth and doing doing the wrong stuff in the wrong crowd, bro. And
right,
you know ain't nothing wrong about you anywhere, bro. And you know what I'm saying, and
right, right,
you taking care of your chicken, man, and you got a household name, and you got everything set for yourself, man. Houses, everything, man. You straight. So some of these coaches, man. I mean, even with this, the future players, and I'm sure you agree on it. Some of these futures players coming out from nothing, right, and making a name for themselves, man. The coaches nowadays, they got to change their mindset a little bit, man. They got to be more. They got to turn into a player's coach rather
right,
than just having a hard head about everything. So I definitely agree on that, man, for sure.
mm-hmm.
And then now, bro, DJ, man, we gotta talk about you know the Commanders, bro. You
For
know what I'm
sure,
saying? You know what I'm
for sure.
saying? I mean, you came out. I mean, look, second gen Commander fan, myself. You came out there, man. You was making the calls, bro. You know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying? I saw it from the TV. I was like, man, this boy DJ, man, he's serious with these calls now, and he
Most
knows
definitely.
where to be at, and he knows where the other boys to tell him where to be at. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You was
right,
that
right.
dude, right?
For sure.
Tell me your time in Washington, and I gotta ask you one question, bro. Listen, we all gotta let our mind out sometimes. You feel me? If we see something wrong, you know what I'm saying, we gotta say it.
Right.
And this comments that you made, which I totally agree on. Shoot, I saw that joint live. You feel me? I was
For
like,
sure.
man, look, man, he right as hell. I was like, man, that what DJ said right there was on point. I want to elaborate on that. I'm sure you can explain that way better than I do. But
Uh-huh.
man, tell me about Washington and all that malarkey that went down.
Yeah, man. Washington was football wise, man. It was a great time for me. I was stepping into finding myself as a player and being comfortable as a player to where I finally felt like I was accepted as a player
Right,
on the field and off the field, and that really matters when
right,
it comes to playing ball, when it comes to doing any type of work in the world. If
Right.
you comfortable in your environment, if you feel like people trust you in your environment, you're gonna work. You gonna produce, in whatever job that you're doing, you know what I'm saying, when the trust is there
Exactly.
both ways. And that's why I felt like the trust was, man, I got there early, and was named the captain, it wasn't nothing I asked for. It was just something that was just in me. I always been a captain on each level
Right.
that I always played on from 7 years old up until when I got the captain when I was 25, 26 years old, man. So
Right.
that's just I always been a leader. It wasn't nothing that was forced. But I led that team, and I felt with the relationships that I did have, man, I felt like certain things I could talk about, and it kind of rubbed some people the wrong way because great players, they just demand more out of other great players and coaches as well. And that's all I demanded, dog. I just demanded everybody just to be great and try to up their level. And
Right.
that's all I was trying to do the whole time I was there. I wanted
Right.
to win, and I wanted to win bad. And yeah, it went south. Sort of like that second year when I was speaking out a little more,
Right.
just trying to get everything on the right page and have everybody see eye to eye with me on a way of just upping our level of play each and every week.
Right.
And
Right.
and I let at the end of the day I let my emotions get the best of me. That Tennessee game, and said some things that might have been true, but you got to handle certain things behind closed doors, and you live and learn as you grow, and that was just a growing moment for me. And man, got released, and that was that, man. It was history.
Right. And I mean, about what you said, I mean, look, I mean, we had all those issues in Washington defense for a long time, right?
Yeah,
And, players, haven't spoken out much, in that era. And now it's totally done with, right? People are just scared, right? They're
yeah,
scared to say a word.
right,
Me personally, man, I mean, I feel like if you're in the team and you're giving your all your time and your heart to a team, you have the right to speak up if you see some got some issues, man. So,
right,
when once you said that, I was like, man, look, man, he's right 100%. About obviously, man, there was a backup playing that game, right? And
yeah,
obviously, if backup playing the game, man, what are you going to do as a dude that just gonna if he's just starting his defensive coaching job, he got to know if there's a backup, man, you got to play zone, bro. You feel me? You got to put more little pressure on the dude. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I mean, I totally agree with your comments on that. That day. But man, do you think, man, like they should do a thing where they don't put a red flag on a player just because they speak their mind out about something they see that's not right in the
Yeah,
organization
I
and
don't.
stuff? What do you think about that?
I don't think they should put a red flag on it, especially um, if that guy's if he's more of a guy that y'all trust, a type player that you trust, being like certain quarterbacks say certain things, um, and the captains of the defense may say certain things, but it is a thin line. Um, it is a thin line, but I think players, because we give our heart too, and I gave everything I had to Washington. You know what I'm saying? And
Right,
like I said, I felt like I had a certain relationship with, especially my D coordinator, me and Minuski. We were real tight, man. And I just said, I felt like he shouldn't have made that call. You know what I'm saying? And
right,
that just something that looking back, I probably could say that to him face to face because me and him had that type of relationship to where
right,
I can come up to coach. I don't feel like you made that right call. You know what I'm saying? So I
right,
just let the emotions get to me and I took it publicly instead of doing it privately like I would
right,
normally do, man. And like I
right,
said, those the emotions of the game. We needed that game to win, to go to the playoffs. And
right,
man, when you at a point like you don't go to the playoffs 2, 3 years in a row, It's like,
Right.
man, you mad. I'm furious at this point, especially when you get, we talking on the sideline, and he told me like, hey, I'm gonna call this for you, and then you don't call it. It's like, oh damn, you just lied to me. So it's
Right.
more like, man, you done lied to me. So it's,
Yeah, I mean, it just puts
it's
you
a
in the
lot
wrong
going on.
position. Like you got your mindset on some like a certain
Yeah, it's
scheme
a
and a
lot
certain
going.
play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a lot
definitely.
going on, man. Yeah, it's emotions going. It's like, okay, we done made this call 2, 3 times and it worked the whole game. So it's like,
Right.
when it's crunch time, it's like, okay, give it to us again, and it didn't work. It's like, oh, all right, it is what it is. So it's like, man, players and coaches are held accountable. And when players don't make plays, the players are held accountable. So it was just something like that, man. I was just kind of trying to hold them accountable, but it was what it was, and it is what it is, and that's old news now, man. I'm on to better things, and trying to move forward, bro, and move
And,
forward.
and like you were saying, those old days. And let's talk about the new
Yeah,
days,
right,
bruh.
right,
You
right.
feel me? Let's talk about the
That's
new
old
days. You
news,
feel
man.
me? My
Right.
boy, you running the squad, bruh. You running the whole DC, boy. In the
Yeah, yeah, for
XFL,
sure.
DC Defenders. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Our boy, you know what I'm saying, Coach, G Dub, man, Greg
Yeah,
Williams, man. I don't give a damn what people
that's
talk
my
about him.
guy.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? That I don't give a damn. Hey, DJ, man. You know how many people out there hating on our guy, man. That's the OG. You feel me?
Yeah,
He tell
for
you
sure.
how it is, man, raw and
Right,
uncut. You know what I'm saying? And that's
right.
and we gotta talk about you know what I'm saying. You in the XFL with the DC Defenders, man. I saw that pick six, bro. I saw that pick six. You know what
So,
I'm saying? And I said, man, that's that boy Swagoo right there, man. Man, tell me
right.
how XFL is treating you, and tell me, man, what you got your mind on in the XFL, man, the future.
Right now, man, SFL was cool. It wasn't the NFL, but it's definitely I was happy, to play football, and to be back out there, and doing what I love to do. The SFL was good for me, man. It was good to get back out there, and just do what I love to do, and just show people that, man, I still can do this thing at a high level. Moving forward, I'm just looking to get signed. I wanna play 1, 2 more years in the NFL, if possible. But I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go Defensive Player of the Year in the XFL, if that's what need to happen. I feel like I'm gonna go Defensive Player of the Year this upcoming season. If I don't get a chance at the NFL this year, I'm gonna go Defensive Player of the Year, and then I'm gonna get picked up in the NFL and finish my career in the NFL, man. So
Yeah, I
those are my
definitely
plans.
For sure, hey man, those amazing plans, and I definitely know you can get picked up now. Come on now, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And let's be real, man. I ain't gonna play hate on no player, but they got some cats going to the XFL, to the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, most
And
definitely they are.
I ain't gonna hate on them. You know what I'm saying? But
Nah,
the
it ain't no
names
hate.
your names kind of got me off guard, man. I ain't never read those names. You feel me?
It is
And
what it is, man.
it
More
is what
power
it
to
is.
them, like more
Yeah,
power
for
to
real.
them.
More power to
Congrats to
him.
them.
But
Yeah.
but that just tells me, man, you know what I'm saying, you will be a player of the year, and you're gonna have your you're gonna go back to the NFL for sure, man. I mean, look,
Right. Right.
DJ, man, look, you build a name, you build a brand for yourself, man. Two spoons in the NFL and
Right.
whatnot. For some of the cats out there that don't know what that is, man, what's two spoons, man?
Man, two spoons is a celebration, man. Two spoon swagoo is a celebration that I had started way back in college, to where, like, man, I'm eating, but I eat greedy. I eat with two spoons, I turned it into a celebration early, I actually turned it into a foundation as well for the kids.
That's it.
It's my nonprofit foundation, Two Spoons Foundation,
Right,
that we give back every quarter to the less fortunate kids in South Carolina and in Florida, and truthfully all over the world, man, depending
right,
on what city I'm in at the time when I'm playing football, whether it's Christmas, back to school, um, book bag drives, Easter. We give back to the homeless shelters as well.
right.
So, and I got a recreation center in Greenwood, South Carolina, in my old neighborhood that I'm that I'm renovating as well. That was closed down 15 years, man. So we
Okay.
gonna get an after school program going as well. So Two Spoons is bigger than just a celebration, man. It's for everybody to eat, and
Right.
that's why I got the spoons. It's for everybody around me to eat, and
Right.
it's just deeper. It's deeper than a celebration, but it started from a celebration, but. The meaning behind it is to to feed everybody, man. Everybody can eat.
Definitely. Hey, man. That amazing. And good luck to your foundation as well. And, I got this last question for you, bro. I know I saw that post about, hey, man, I don't mind coming back to the Commanders, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
Hey, man. Hey, is that one of the teams you got your eyes on, bro?
I mean, I'm with whatever, bro. You
Hey,
feel me?
listen.
I'm
Hey,
just
Dan's
really
out the
trying to get back
building.
in
The
there.
whole new organization. Hey, Dan's out the building, bro. And you know how it was when he was there. You know what I'm saying? We ain't
Yeah.
gonna cap about it. We ain't gonna cap about it. And the
Mhm.
thing is, it's a new organization. Everything's fresh and clean, bro. Something you
Right.
like. Hey, man,
Right.
that's a team right there. And I can definitely see you back in the burgundy and gold, bro.
I would love to, bro, because just because of how it went. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh everybody and their mama know, man. Like I was on the top of my game when I got released. I was
Right.
that year I was the Pro Bowl alternate. You know what
For
I'm
sure.
saying? And that's 2 years. I had my best seasons there, and it was gonna only go up from there. And it was kind of like
Exactly.
when that happened to you, like it's like it's something that you look everything sideways, man. You know what I'm saying? When
Right.
you give your heart to an organization and to a team, and it happens the way that it happened. But like you said, man, they got a fresh start, new coaches, new everything. I would love to come back and really retire in Washington, bro, because I feel like
There you go.
Washington is a home for me, and that's kind of sort of the reason why I went and played for the DC Defenders, because I'm like, okay, yeah, I definitely go back to where I felt like it was home and play football again. So
Definitely.
and that's where the love was at for me. So I would definitely love to go back to the Commanders, bro. And if they can make it happen, let's make it happen. But whatever I gotta prove, if I gotta prove whatever I need to prove on this XFL field, I'm gonna do that
Right.
because I still got a lot left in my tank, man. Ain't nothing changed.
I know, man. Hey, man, DJ, man, I really appreciate you coming on this show. And, I know you're going to make it happen, man. You know what I'm saying? And once you come back, for your upcoming season, where you're going to become the XFL Defensive Player of the Year, man, we definitely going to link up for sure.
For
And
sure.
more podcasts to come on at the FFL. Go ahead and subscribe the channel. And if you need help in fantasy football, man, the link will be in the description, man. Appreciate you, DJ, bro. Take care. And everyone out there, take care for sure.
Appreciate you, bro.